Welcome to another segment of Manifest with SII Power with your host, Dwight Lee. And on this segment, we're going to be delving into another relationship segment based on Armon Warren and Reginae Carter. Kind of want to talk about starting the relationship and growing and developing the relationship. Well, I first found out about them through my oldest sister. Whenever I would call her or reach out to her, it just seemed like she would always be watching the same show. So I kind of just asked her, what's the big idea, And I was like, do you be watching the same show or what? What you be watching? What you into? And she was like, oh, no, this is Reginae Carter and Armon Warren. You know who Reginae Carter is, right? And I was like, yeah. And so she didn't believe that I knew who Reginae was. So she explained it, but I honestly really did know who she was. I know it was Lil Wayne's daughter, and I still don't think my sister really believed me, but I went to check them out, and I was kind of blown away. I was astonished at what I observed because the youngsters were demonstrating old school love, and that's just very powerful, and it's just something that you rarely see in this age and time. So these are some of the keys that I see going on in their relationships and some of the things that have to be present to have a healthy relationship, because a codependent relationship is not going to work. It's not going to last long. And so some of the things that I saw was they both were high vibration, right? High energy, and they really enjoy being in each other's space, right? They make a lot of contact. You see a lot of synchronicity and serendipity with them. The authenticity is there, the passion, the generosity, the affection and attention that they pay towards one another is very powerful too. So going deeper into this, there's certain things that are going to have to be present. So a lot of the values in the relationship hierarchy are going to have to be in sync. They're going to have to be similar. It doesn't really matter about the positioning, but it does have to be present. I mean, you have to share similar values, and you have to be like-minded. Therefore, you can set healthy boundaries, put in place a process and a system to work through differences and contrary situations. It's just what it is. So you have to know what principles and morals you're standing on, and then the other person has to know what principles and morals they're standing on. Now, some of the given things is respect and honesty and open lines of communication. That has to be there. And so when these things are not present, and this person's not securing themselves and that person's not securing themselves, there's going to be problems, because codependency, you expect someone to give you something that you're not giving yourself, and it's going to cause conflicts, and it's going to unravel relatively quickly. But if you share similar relationship values and respect, honesty or trustworthiness, full transparency, and open lines of communications, you can pretty much work through anything, as you see with them. I mean, they're just in a really, really good space. They're really blossoming, flourishing, and thriving. And that's because these things that I'm mentioning are all present. You can just see it. You can actually feel the love and the sincerity that comes off of them. And you can just see their generosity towards each other. And these things are part of the play in, starting, maintaining and sustaining a healthy relationship. We've been live on Manifest with SII Power with your host, Dwight Lee, on another relationship segment based on Armon Warren and Reginae Carter. If you're getting value out of these relationship segments, please consider subscribing to the channel, and then don't forget to like and comment on your favorite ones.